Hello everyone, this is a late early thoughts for Persona 5 Royal. I know it's late, but it's here. I want to share some early thoughts on Persona 5 Royal, although I don't know if this can really be called early thoughts due to me being 50 hours almost in already. That's how addictive this game is, really. I would say this is a bit more than what I do on other early thoughts videos, so I guess we can call it a preview, but the title will still be early thoughts. Now, Persona 5 Royal is probably the best JRPG I ever played, at least on the game time I currently have. And why is that? I think it's just due to it being a perfect blend of fluid, fast, stylish, turn-based combat and an amazing cast of characters. Persona 5 is a throwback to your school days, and the themes it portrays makes you want to go back and relive your school days with more fun and more adventure. Despite trailers and promotional material looking colorful, Persona 5 is very mature in the themes that it wants to explore and convey, and so far I've seen themes of suicide, of physical and sexual abuse, manipulation, corruption. They have all been brought upon, and they drive the main cast of characters to combat them. It's very refreshing to see that the developers aren't afraid to tackle these subjects. If I would highlight one thing that makes Persona 5 so unique so far, it has to be its style. From its UI to character and environment design, Persona 5 just uses style and substance. It seems like the devs were drawing like a canvas, and this was their final result. You can see a lot of love on everything inside this game, really. Every little detail, it's like it was crafted to perfection. Now, a game can be very pretty in all its systems, but its core, which is the story and combat, need to be in synchrony. Persona 5 characters I met so far are all very diverse in their motivations, their backgrounds, their personalities, and stories. And as you meet new characters for your phantomthieves team, you start to get to know them better and better in order to raise their confidant rank, which will grant you new and unique passive and active abilities in combat. I think the writing is truly superb in that sense. It's like every shot you have with your companions is driving the plot forward somehow. Even little interactions have meaningful impact. It's extremely hard to build that type of plot connection without adding some type of filler. So far, 50 hours in, I don't think I've seen that much filler content, which is very positive. In terms of combat, Persona 5 is very much a traditional turn-based JRPG. And if I would compare it to one, I guess it would be to Pokemon. In here you have personas, which will replace Pokemon in a way. Each companion on your team will have their persona, whilst you can have a multitude of them. So you are encouraged to capture enemies you face, since they also represent a persona in itself. Different personas have different abilities, and you can even fuse them together to create an even tougher and more OP persona. It's very interesting and carefully crafted. I quite like it so far. I can't say the combat is very hard on hardest difficulty, but the bosses will require you to think outside of the box, use items, and exploit weaknesses. Combat mechanics like baton pass will help you on these boss fights. This baton pass, what is it? It will increase damage, and as you level up this baton pass ability, you can get more HP, you can get more SP, which will allow you to use more abilities, so on and so forth. All of this is complemented by a very fluid, fast, and speedy combat encounters. There is no input lag. Once you press an ability, animations are smooth and fast. It just makes combat something you look forward to, because you know it's going to be fast instead of slow and boring like many JRPGs. Now, this was a really short video on how I'm feeling so far. There's a lot to talk about on Persona 5. Especially on the full review, so I want to leave some things for that video, but the overall reaction is very positive. I quite enjoy this game, and it's probably going to my list of, if not the best JRPG, at least top 5. Now, I think that's it for this video, guys. See you on the next one, and I hope you enjoyed these little short thoughts on Persona 5 Royal. See you on the next one.